I'm Eric from Alabama.
And I'm Gerry in Boston. We want to welcome our listeners from the United States and around the world. It's Another Sunday Podcast. Hello there, my friend. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing very well, thank you. How was your
How
week?
are things? Oh.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Things are good. I have been a busy week. Work-wise has been busy, which is good. Busy work is good. I have now been on a eating regimen for 7 days. I don't like to use the word diet because I think everything we eat, no matter who we are, diets, right? That's our diet. So I don't use that term. So I guess it's like a weight loss regimen. So 7 days, I've survived that. I haven't experienced anything hangry. I haven't broken the microphones. And started driving for Lyft and Uber again.
So how's the diet going?
The diet?
Or I'm sorry, the eating regimen. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It is a diet. It is a diet. It's going well. It's nothing. It's not a specific named program. None of the commercial ones. You know, I've struggled with weight loss all my life. I smoked for 27 years, right? For about 20 years. I've quit for 27 years, right? So that I thought would be the hardest thing I've ever had to do. A lot of people, I quit smoking. It was the hardest thing I ever did. Losing weight for me is one of the hardest things that I have ever done. And I've done it successfully. Ton of weight lost on a couple of occasions. Just cannot seem to maintain it for a number of reasons. But I continue to try and get motivated. And once I get into that routine and stick with it, and that's the whole thing, is discipline and sticking with it. And I have some support from some folks who are sort of doing the same thing. So we talk almost every day for just a minute or two, or maybe a text message or a quick call to say, hey, how you doing? How you feeling? You know, and some other, technical details, calories and things like that. Oh, you need to eat more because right now I'm not eating enough, I'm told, which I've never been told that in my life, that I'm not eating enough. Really? Those are beautiful words. So it's been good. It's been good. I feel a little bit more energy than I have. And I think part of that is the diet. And I think it's also the weather's changing here in New England. So I'm out more, doing a little bit more walking, not as much as I need to. But all in all, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking.
Good. So what all can you eat? What all can you not eat? Are there certain things you have to stay away from, or?
Yeah. So I am not by any means a nutritionist or a doctor or any of that stuff. I'm not even what you would call an expert. However, because I've been doing this for decades and trying new things and had some success, I can talk a little bit about what I'm doing and certain things that everybody is different, first of all. Everybody has different amounts of weight to lose. Everybody's body works differently, the metabolism, all that kind of stuff. So what I found in the past that has worked for me was lower carbs and a little more protein in the actual food. So chicken, fish, vegetables. But the big thing that always worked for me was portion size, exercise, and constant eating. And what I mean by that is for my metabolism to work, I have to eat every couple of hours something. So breakfast, maybe a couple hours later, maybe have a piece of fruit, then have some lunch. Maybe a couple hours after that, have another piece of fruit or something, healthy. Raw vegetables, carrots, broccoli. And then dinner. And that seems to work. And then somewhere in there, exercising, whether it's riding an exercise bike that I have in the house or walking around the house with the dog or walking around the block right now. Seems to work. And it's all discipline related too. Things that I have to avoid are those desserts, the ding dongs and the Twinkies and all that kind of sugary stuff. I used to be a huge diet soda guy. A 2 liter a day, maybe more sometimes. Now, 1 2-liter bottle will last me almost a week. Mostly water, a lot of water. I find I lose weight when I drink a lot of water. And a doctor once told me that I should drink half of my body weight in ounces, to which I replied, there's not enough water in the Atlantic Ocean for me to do that every day. That was a joke, son. But it's something that, and as you get older, the metabolism slows down naturally anyway. It's staying in the routine, staying disciplined, staying away from, really fatty foods. So, for example, this week I have not had any bread or any pasta, anything high in carbs. Most of my food has been vegetables and fish and chicken and not whole chicken, maybe 5 ounces, 8 ounces or whatever. So portion control.
Yeah, I know my dad, he lost a lot of weight starting last year. He had some medical issues that were, I think the doctor kind of got on him or whatever. I don't know what all happened, but he got motivated to lose some weight, and he's like that. He drinks a lot of diet soda, and so him and my mom got on this fasting diet, which I think is kind of getting popular, or I think it was last year or something. I keep hearing more things about it, but they did that, and they're still doing it. But my dad lost a bunch of weight quick and is keeping it off by continuing to do the diet. And he said it took him a little while to get on it. It kind of stinks at first. He said, now that he's on it and he's losing weight, he feels good. He has more energy when he goes to run. His knees don't hurt. So, but he did that where you just fast every other day except for the weekends, but the days that you can eat, or you fast Monday, and then you can eat Tuesday, fast Wednesday, eat Thursday, then you can eat. And he kind of changed it a little bit, but then he would do dinner Friday night and then eat all through the weekend on Saturday, Sunday. And he did not change anything he ate. It was all just doing the intermittent fasting. And but he lost a bunch of weight and lost it pretty quick. So
and again, I'm no doctor, no nutritionist or anything like that. And as I said, everybody's body is different and metabolism is different. For me, and I've tried all of the diet. I like to think I tried all of the diets, right? The eat nothing but bananas all day, or eat 6 bananas or whatever the heck it is. Fast, for days at a time, or
yeah,
nothing but protein, just no carbs at all, just go completely protein. So I've done all of those. And some of the commercial ones as well, where you buy the food and they mail it to you, or you go to meetings. I mean, I've tried everything. And what I found what works for me is portion control, exercise, and eating regularly healthy foods. And so I don't feel hungry. I do have a little bit more energy. But, and folks should always consult with their physicians on a plan that might be right for them. So, but that's good if he's losing weight and he's able to keep it off. And that's the thing, is maintaining. I have lost, like I said, a ton of weight. And when I say a ton, if I probably kept good records, I could probably say I've lost close to a ton of weight, a ton in pounds over my lifetime with the up and down. So, but folks, check with your doctors, of course, before starting any diet or any regimen like that. So, one of the things that one of my big downfalls is stress eating. A little bit of stress, whatever it may be. It could be the news. It could be work. It could be family. It could be overweight. And I know folks who have undergone a ton of stress and have lost weight. This is not the way to do it, by the way. But they've lost weight. Where me, I've always grabbed, that bag of popcorn or that sugary dessert and stress eat. So, so part of it is your psyche as well. And it can get depressing at times. You go through that period in your mind. No matter what I do, it doesn't work. I'm never going to lose weight. I'm always going to be fat. But it's not true. I mean, I've done it, and what helps with me is support. And to the people who are supporting me, thank you. You're keeping me on track. I know I'm the guy that's got to do it, but it really, really, really helps. It means a lot when you have somebody saying, how you doing today? How you feeling today? Because that's how I quit smoking. By having somebody quit with me, and we praised every day. He's singing the praises, brother. That kind of stuff. So anyway, thank you for asking about that. I'll give you an update from time to time on the progression of that. I don't step on scales much. I have a talking scale, so when I step on, it says, get off. No, I'm not a big guy. I'm a big guy. I'm not a guy who likes to step on scales too often, because that's another thing that can mess with your mind, is that depending on when you weigh yourself, I even swear the weather. If it's humid, there's more moisture, or there's humidity in the air, so your body's got more water on it. So you can weigh yourself one week and see that you lost 2 pounds, and weigh yourself the next week and it looks like you gained 10 pounds. It's like, there's no way. So I don't do it very often. I know when I'm losing weight, I'll start to feel it in things like clothes. That's the first thing you notice, is clothes fit better. So that's what I'm waiting for. I want my pants to fall off. That I know I can step on a scale and something has happened. So anyway, probably spent a little more time than I probably should have on that, but that's that's what's going on with me for that. How about you? How was your week?
It was all right. So I'll
do anything exciting. You have you got your big heavy college load off your plate. So have you been relaxing a little bit more? I think you mentioned you started playing the drums again.
Yeah, I've been able to practice more, a little bit here and there since most of my coursework is taken care of. So I've still got a little bit left to do. I need to get caught up on this week, but but yeah, it's downhill from here. So I've been relaxing a little bit. Can't relax too much, but
No, but when this episode is airing for the first time, we are just less than a month away from graduation for you. So that's got to be you must be excited.
yes, yes, a little scared too.
Afraid of graduating?
Oh no, it's just well, yes, that, but also it's just going to be a big change or whatever, and
what am I going to do with my life now that I've done all this work?
well, I know what I'm going to do. It's can I find a job, but we'll see. But I'm not worried about it. But my what is it? What are they? My 25-meter target is getting through, or my 50-meter target is getting through the school year. So getting everything done I need to get done.
It'll be over in no time. It'll be like an empty feeling there. You can maybe, I don't know. I hope not. I hope you get a job before you graduate. I mean, if that's even possible, that you're able to apply and find a job, so that when you get out of college, you'll have something to do, a teaching job, of course, and maybe be able to sleep in, or at least go to bed at a decent hour, right? No more, no more 1 or 2 in the morning crashing to get your assignments done. So
yeah,
that'll feel different right there.
Yeah, well, that this week is spring break when we're recording this. So past couple days, I just kind of sat here like, what do I do now? It's like I don't know what to do with myself, because everything has just been school, 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 So
I know that feeling. And for me, it always was to eat. so it's a little, but like I said at the beginning, I started driving again, doing my Uber Lyft transportation job, which gets me out of the house and away from the refrigerator. Then grab my little bottle of water or my iced coffee and hit the streets and try to make a buck or two.
Yeah, how's that going? And what's it like getting back into it after being out of it so long?
It's very busy. There are people that need to get to and from work, which has been like 99% of the rides that I have given, because there are still some things that are closed, and people are still a little hesitant to go to restaurants and theaters, and the bars here are still not open, although very soon they are going to start letting them get back to some sense of normalcy with some lower capacity rates. But there used to be a time where I would sit in my driveway and turn the app on and wait for a ride, and it might come right away. There might be 10 or 15, 20 minutes before something, or I might have to drive into an area that is showing up on the app as busy to get a ride. So I've been back doing this now a week as we record this, and as soon as I turn that app on, I'm getting ride requests. And typically, the ride request would be in the same town, or maybe on the border of your town. But I'm finding just pickups from where I start to where I go to get the passenger could be as much as 10 or 15 minutes, which means there's not that many available cars. There's just not many of these drivers back on the road yet. My first ride back after well over a year was a little nerve-wracking for me until I got it under my belt and started to feel comfortable. And again, there's a mask mandate with both companies. The passenger and the driver have to wear a mask. There's no more front seat passengers allowed. No more pool rides, which is, for those not familiar with it, you can order a ride and somebody else can order a ride and you're kind of going in the same direction. And if you ordered this pool feature, it's cheaper, and the car would pull up and there'd already be somebody in the car. Or you'd be in the car and you go pick somebody else up. So they call it a pool ride or a line ride, one of the companies. those are not happening. So it's very simply one passenger or one group up to 3, no more than, that can get in the car. And again, everybody has a mask on. I have sanitizer. I have alcohol wipes. We crack the windows, get the airflow going, get the vents open, the whole 9 yards. So once I got through that first ride, I felt pretty comfortable. Passengers seem to be the same. Everybody is friendly. They're pretty talkative most of the time. Some of them wear the earphones, whatever, and listen to their music, but which is fine. But it's a little bit back to normal, but extremely busy.
That's good though. Get some monies, like you said. Get out of the house. That's important. Get out.
That's true. And again, providing a service for people who, a couple of passengers have told me stories of, originally it was like 25 minutes, and then all of a sudden it went down to 5 minutes. It's because I turned on the app and I was closer, but they were waiting for a driver to come from like 25 minutes away or whatever. Not that many drivers out there, and the passengers are grateful, as I am. So slowly but surely getting back into some sort of normalcy, and hopefully come maybe summer or fall, we'll be back to even more normalcy. Well, my friend, that brings us to the end of another episode. Always great chatting with you. Looking forward to some more episodes. We got some guests that'll be joining us in the near future. We'll have some more information for our listeners as soon as we have confirmation on that. I think we got some exciting stuff coming up. So with that said, I will leave the last word and or comments to you.
Roll with the changes.
It's Another Sunday Podcast is produced by Erich and Gerry. Technical advisor, Tom Billadew. Music composed and performed by Tom Blaze. Check out Tom's YouTube channel, Tom Blaze. That's going to do it for another episode of It's Another Sunday Podcast. Thanks for listening.